Hey, happy Thursday, everybody. Welcome to another episode of 5 Minutes with Phil. We are thrilled to have you here with us again, and we want to get your day going today as you do whatever you're going to do today. And we want to, I want to encourage you today. I want to bless you today with a look at a scripture in First Chronicles. There you go. First Chronicles chapter 22, verses 5 and 6. Now, here's the setting. Okay, David is the king, and he has taken on the responsibility of building the temple for the Lord. And there's a critical time here that David is in that I think can actually speak to us today. So let's look at this together. Okay, let's start in verse 5 and go to verse 6 of chapter 22 of 1 Chronicles. Ready? David said, "My son Solomon is young and inexperienced, and the house to be built for the Lord should be of great magnificence and fame and splendor in the sight of all the nations. Therefore, I will make preparations for it." So David made extensive preparations before his death. And then he called for his son Solomon and charged him to build a house for the Lord, the God of Israel. I want to speak to some people today that maybe you feel that what you have done for the Lord is incomplete. Maybe what you find yourself doing for the Lord, you're not so sure it is enough. You're not so sure that God has used you. Maybe you've not seen the results physically that you would love to see or that you would hope to see. And you have evaluated yourself and judged yourself to be somewhat of a failure or a lesser than type of follower of God. And I look at this scripture, and it's a big encouragement to me, and I'll tell you why. Because David here has been given the task, or at least the responsibility, the desire, to build a house for the Lord, the temple of the Lord. It's not going to get done before he dies, and he recognizes that. So what does he do? He makes all the preparations that he can in order to set his son up, Solomon, to set him up to succeed in this very task, to have Solomon be the one that completes the building of the temple. David did his part, and because David was able to do his part, then Solomon is able to do his part. Now, I don't want you to miss this, okay? Because I run into Christians, or I speak to Christians all the time who feel like because they haven't seen that person get saved, and they haven't seen this ministry flourish like they'd like to see it, and they haven't seen this particular answer to prayer, that they somehow did something wrong. And the truth of the matter is, sometimes God will use my efforts to bring about success through somebody else. And I have to be secure enough to be a David in order to allow a Solomon to succeed. I have to be secure enough to be a David in order to see great things happen through the Solomons in my life. And you might be a David today, and you're looking at a temple that's incomplete. You're looking at a ministry that's not where you think it should be. You're looking at a situation and you don't understand why you haven't seen the results that you've seen. It could be that God very much is using and is going to continue to use what you're doing right now in order to see his will accomplished through someone else. And that's a great thing. David was not a failure. David did the right thing. For you, I want you to know that you're not a failure. All you need to do is obey God and let Him bring about success and results the way that He wants to do it. And that's a great thing. So I hope you're encouraged by that today. All right, I got to let you go. Thanks for joining me. I pray that blesses you today. And Lord willing, we'll see you again next time, okay? We love you. Take care. Bye-bye.